Are you ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery? In a world filled with distractions and noise, it's easy to lose sight of our own worth. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking your true potential lies within? Join me as we delve into the depths of Stoic philosophy to uncover 11 signs that you may be undervaluing yourself without even realizing it. Together, we'll explore how the ancient wisdom of Stoicism can empower us to reclaim our sense of self-worth and find inner peace in a chaotic world. So, grab a seat and prepare to embark on a journey of self-discovery like never before. Number 1. You constantly seek approval from others. Imagine yourself as a ship tossed about on a stormy sea, constantly seeking validation from others to steer your course. It's like relying on the changing winds and waves to determine your direction, instead of charting your own path. Stoic philosopher Epictetus teaches us that true freedom comes from being indifferent to the opinions of others. When we constantly seek approval from external sources, we give away our power and allow others to dictate our happiness and well-being. It's like handing over the helm of our ship to someone else, instead of taking control and navigating our own course. Number 2. You settle for less than you deserve. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a vast field, with endless possibilities stretching out before you. The Stoic sage Seneca once said, "Life is long if you know how to use it," reminding us that our time on this earth is precious and full of potential. Yet, despite the vastness of the field before us, many of us choose to settle for mediocrity, like planting seeds in barren soil and expecting a bountiful harvest. We stay in jobs that don't fulfill us, content to toil away in unfulfilling roles instead of pursuing our passions and dreams. We settle for relationships that don't nourish our souls, afraid to be alone or believing that we don't deserve better. But the truth is, settling for less than we deserve is a disservice to ourselves and a sure sign that we are undervaluing our own worth. Just as a farmer tends to their crops, carefully nurturing them with water and sunlight, we must tend to our own lives with care and intention. We must have the courage to reach for the stars, to chase our dreams and aspirations with unwavering determination. For it is only by daring to venture beyond the confines of our comfort zone that we can truly discover our full potential and live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Number 3. You neglect self-care. Imagine yourself as a gardener tending to a neglected garden, where the once vibrant flowers have withered and the soil is parched. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it's easy to prioritize the needs of others over our own, like neglecting to water and nourish the garden of our own well-being. But just as a gardener tends to their plants with care and attention, we must also prioritize self-care to flourish and thrive. The Stoic understands the importance of nurturing our minds, bodies, and spirits in order to lead fulfilling lives. Neglecting self-care is like neglecting to tend to the garden, allowing weeds to choke out the beauty and vitality that lies within. Self-care is not selfish, it is a fundamental aspect of valuing ourselves and our well-being. It's like replenishing the soil with nutrients and watering the plants to encourage growth and vitality. By prioritizing self-care, we honor ourselves and cultivate a sense of self-worth and inner peace. So, let us tend to the garden of our own well-being with love and compassion, knowing that by nourishing ourselves, we can blossom and thrive in all areas of our lives. Number 4. You downplay your accomplishments. Imagine standing on a mountaintop, having conquered a challenging climb, only to shrug off the achievement as insignificant. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius teaches us that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, reminding us that our mindset shapes our reality. Yet, despite our triumphs and achievements, many of us downplay our accomplishments, dismissing them as inconsequential or unworthy of celebration. It's like reaching the summit of a mountain and failing to take in the breathtaking view, instead, rushing to climb the next peak without pausing to acknowledge the journey we've undertaken. but by failing to acknowledge our own successes, we diminish our sense of self-worth and undervalue our own abilities. It's like refusing to recognize the strength and resilience that lies within us, as if we are blind to the greatness that resides within. Each accomplishment, no matter how small, is a testament to our determination and perseverance. It's like adding another stone to the foundation of our self-worth, building a fortress of confidence and resilience that can weather any storm. So, let us celebrate our victories, no matter how humble, and honor the hard work and dedication that brought us to where we are today. Number 5. You avoid taking risks. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a cliff, with the vast unknown stretching out before you. Risk-taking is like taking a leap into the unknown, unsure of where you'll land but willing to embrace the journey nonetheless. Yet, despite the potential for growth and self-discovery, many of us shy away from taking risks, like standing frozen at the edge of that cliff, paralyzed by fear of the unknown. But the Stoic understands that true courage lies in facing our fears head-on. It's like stepping off that cliff with faith that our wings will carry us, even if we can't see where we'll land. By avoiding risks, we limit our potential and deny ourselves the opportunity to reach our fullest potential. It's like staying grounded on the edge of that cliff, never experiencing the exhilaration of soaring through the open sky. But it's important to remember that taking risks doesn't guarantee success. It's about embracing the journey and learning from the experience, whether we soar or stumble. It's like spreading our wings and taking flight, knowing that even if we fall, we'll rise again, stronger and wiser than before. So, let us embrace the uncertainty of the unknown and take risks with courage and conviction, knowing that it's the only way to truly spread our wings and soar. Number 6. You compare yourself to others. Imagine walking through a bustling marketplace, surrounded by people displaying their wares. Comparison is like browsing through the stalls, eyeing what others have and feeling inadequate in comparison. But the Stoic philosopher Epictetus teaches us that true happiness comes from within, not from external comparisons. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, we diminish our own sense of self-worth and value. It's like measuring our worth against someone else's yardstick, always falling short in our own eyes. But just as each item in the marketplace has its own unique value, so too do we each possess our own unique strengths and abilities. By focusing on our own journey and growth, we can break free from the trap of comparison and embrace our own unique potential. It's like realizing that we don't need to compete with others. We only need to strive to be the best version of ourselves. So let us celebrate our own uniqueness and embrace the journey of self-discovery, knowing that true happiness comes from within, not from comparing ourselves to others. Number 7. You allow others to disrespect you. Picture yourself standing in a crowded room, surrounded by people whose words and actions belittle and demean you. Allowing others to disrespect us is like standing silently as our dignity is trampled upon, as if we are relinquishing control over our own self-respect. The Stoic philosopher Seneca reminds us that no man is free who is not master of himself. It's like realizing that true freedom comes from within, from having the courage to stand up for ourselves and assert our worth. Allowing others to disrespect us is a sign that we are undervaluing ourselves, as if we are placing our dignity and self-respect in the hands of others. But the Stoic understands the importance of setting boundaries and standing up for oneself in the face of disrespect. It's like drawing a line in the sand and saying, "This far, and no further." By asserting our boundaries and refusing to tolerate disrespect, we reclaim our power and honor our own worth. So, let us stand tall and refuse to be treated as anything less than worthy of respect, knowing that true freedom lies in mastering ourselves and valuing our own dignity. Number 8. You doubt your worth. Imagine standing in front of a mirror, staring at your reflection with uncertainty and doubt clouding your thoughts. Self-doubt is like a shadow that follows us everywhere, whispering words of insecurity and inadequacy in our ears. But the Stoic understands that doubting our own worth is a sign of weakness. It's like realizing that true strength comes from within, from having the courage to believe in ourselves even when others may doubt us. Stoic philosopher Epictetus teaches us that true strength lies in recognizing our own inherent worth and value, regardless of external circumstances. By cultivating self-confidence and resilience, we can overcome self-doubt and embrace our true potential. It's like shedding the weight of doubt and stepping into the light of self-assurance, knowing that we are worthy of love and respect just as we are. So let us silence the voice of self-doubt and embrace the truth of our own worth, knowing that true strength comes from believing in ourselves. Number 9. You put others' needs before your own. Imagine yourself as a caretaker, tirelessly tending to the needs of others while neglecting your own well-being. While altruism is indeed a noble virtue, sacrificing our own needs for the sake of others can lead to resentment and burnout. The Stoic philosopher Seneca paints a vivid picture, reminding us that he who postpones the hour of living rightly is like the rustic who waits for the river to run out before he crosses. It's like realizing that putting off our own needs for the sake of others is like waiting for the perfect moment that may never come, neglecting our own journey in the process. By prioritizing our own needs and well-being, we honor ourselves and cultivate a sense of self-respect and self-worth. It's like realizing that we cannot pour from an empty cup. We must first fill our own cup before we can give to others. So let us embrace the importance of self-care and self-prioritization, knowing that by honoring ourselves, we can better serve others and live a life of purpose and fulfillment. 10. You tolerate toxic relationships. Picture yourself standing in a dark, murky swamp, surrounded by toxic fumes that suffocate and poison your spirit. Toxic relationships are like these fumes, seeping into our lives and draining us of our energy and vitality. The Stoic understands the importance of surrounding oneself with positive influences and avoiding toxic relationships that undermine our sense of self-worth. It's like realizing that we deserve to be surrounded by people who lift us up and support us, rather than drag us down into the depths of despair. By setting boundaries and prioritizing healthy relationships, we protect ourselves from harm and honor our own inherent worth. It's like building a fortress around our hearts, shielding ourselves from the negativity and toxicity that threaten to engulf us. So let us have the courage to walk away from toxic relationships, knowing that by doing so, we are preserving our own well-being and honoring our true selves. Number 11. You failed to invest in personal growth. Imagine yourself as a tree, rooted firmly in the ground but refusing to grow and reach for the sky. Failing to invest in personal growth and self-improvement is like stunting our own growth, preventing ourselves from reaching our full potential. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius offers sage advice, reminding us that we should waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. We should be one. It's like realizing that true greatness lies not in debating what we should be, but in taking action and becoming the best version of ourselves. By committing to lifelong learning and growth, we honor ourselves and cultivate a sense of self-respect and self-worth. It's like nourishing the roots of our tree with knowledge and wisdom, allowing us to grow stronger and taller with each passing day. So let us embrace the journey of personal growth, knowing that by investing in ourselves, we can unlock our true potential and become the best versions of ourselves. As we come to the end of our exploration, it's clear that the journey towards self-empowerment and inner peace starts with understanding ourselves. By paying attention to the signs that we may be undervaluing ourselves, we can take meaningful steps to reclaim our sense of worth and unlock our true potential. Let's draw inspiration from the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, which teaches us to overcome destructive emotions and live with intention. It's like finding a guiding light in the darkness, leading us towards a life filled with meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. So, let us embrace self-awareness and the teachings of Stoicism as we navigate the complexities of life. Together, we can rise above our doubts and fears, honoring ourselves and creating a life that reflects our true value and worth.